my name is Ryan Rothenberger. I'm the senior producer for Disney Infinity 2.0.
Now, this is a big week for you guys. I mean, not only is it Comic-Con, but you've actually gone and introduced a new set to the game, the Guardians of the Galaxy playset, which we actually just hands-on with. I mean, how exciting is it to work with this franchise so close to the new movie?
Oh, it's thrilling. It really is. When we first started seeing the script and started seeing the images and concept art that came out of the film, we knew it was going to fit in perfectly for Disney Infinity. And it's been an absolute joy to work alongside Marvel with this.
Absolutely. Now, I mean, the whole game, it wraps around the Marvel Universe. I mean, there is some Disney elements here and there, which we'll get to in a second. But, I mean, you got the Avengers playset, you got the Spider-Man playset, you got Guardians of the Galaxy playset. I mean, how thrilled are you guys to take, like, a whole new direction with the Disney Infinity franchise?
Well, it's great. I mean, the wonderful thing about Infinity is that it is built to be a platform. So we can always take on new IP and new characters and bring them into the Infinity fold and sort of Infinitize them, if you will. Bringing Marvel on was just the next logical step for us. Their characters have amazing moves, amazing stories, amazing powers, and it fit in perfectly with what we were trying to do.
Awesome. And now the toy box is also back, and you guys have actually made some improvements to that as well. It looks like you have little builders that can help you out with stuff. You have like preset structures. Tell us more about that stuff.
Sure, yeah. So one of the things that we wanted to improve on from the first game was the ease of onboarding, especially for kids and even for families when they're trying, maybe they don't know exactly what they want to build right off the bat. There's a ton of toys in there, so it can get a little overwhelming. So we added in these new builders and creators, and what it allows you to do is put down a single object like a treehouse base, and then it'll programmatically generate a new treehouse for you randomly every time. It'll be different every time. So that way kids can put down a single object and actually see something happen right before their eyes, so it kind of kickstarts their imagination of what they can do in the toy box.
And in addition, you guys are also introducing these mini game discs. Tell us more about those.
Sure. So in the starter pack, there'll be two game discs, and we're calling them toy box games. They're both themed after Marvel. One is themed after Thor. The other one is themed after Guardians of the Galaxy, and they are a standalone game experience that we at the dev team actually built using the Toy Box logic toys and the Toy Box editor itself. So people at home can actually create these types of games and this complex of games if they want to, but it allows users to get a kind of a complete gameplay experience inside of the Toy Box that we didn't have on the first game.
And the game actually has a release date now. It's coming out September 23rd, I believe?
Yeah, that's right. So we just announced it today. September 23rd, we'll be releasing Infinity 2.0. All of the Marvel content will be available at launch. So we'll have the starter pack, which includes Iron Man, Thor, Black Widow, as well as the Avengers playset and those Toy Box Games discs that we just talked about. And then we'll also have the Spider-Man standalone playset and also the Guardians of the Galaxy playset available.
And there's some Disney elements to it, too. We saw that Maleficent was announced and Meridia from Brave was announced. Merida, I forgot pronunciation. I'm a genius. Tell us more about their characters.
Sure, yeah. So that's one thing that we do want to... Infinity 2.0 isn't all about Marvel. It's definitely the focus as far as the playsets are concerned, but we are going to... We've already announced Maleficent and Merida. We've also announced Tinkerbell and Stitch just last week as well, which are new Disney characters that will be coming to the toy box specifically. And then there's actually a ton of new Disney characters that we haven't announced yet, but as we lead towards holiday, we'll be announcing and rolling out new characters, not just Marvel, but Disney as well.
Finally, we know you can't announce any new characters, but in your mind, are there any personal characters you'd love to see come to the Disney Infinity world?
Yeah, personally, I mean, I love some of the villains, so I would love it to see if some of those guys would come around, but, who knows what's in store for Infinity. It's always going to be a big announcement. It'll always be fun.
You've sided with Loki, haven't you?
You know what? I do like him. He's probably one of my favorite guys.
Evil. Thanks for joining us.
I appreciate it. Thanks so much.